Oh no! Welcome to Short Rest. This will probably be a shorter episode because we recorded about 15 minutes or so and we were muted. We were just talking about Hannah. So if you guys don't know, I'll recap really quickly. You guys met a bunch of your family members and friends throughout 3 different cities, and then got into a big encounter with a Dao. We were just talking about how Hannah's kind of an alcoholic, and there's withdrawal syndromes that come with that.
Kind of.
Good point.
That's a real loose definition of kind
But no, she took your words to heart, Rolly, because you were the one who were like, let's think about her career first before you start drinking.
I mean, she did downgrade from like a full fucking bottle to a flask, but I'm pretty sure she refills that thing on the regular.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised. The flask is magical. It refills every so often.
Maybe. Who knows?
You know, naturally, Rolly's not one to be able to tell someone like, "Hey, you need to stop drinking," right? Maybe to his brother, but even then, with his brother, he was still kind of hypocritical because he was doing intense drinking himself.
Yeah.
But you know, with the trainer, like, you know, you have those people that like maybe kind of go overboard, and I feel that that's what Hannah was.
Alcohol has a kind of a like almost like a hold on Rolly's like family members and friends. Like your brother was an alcoholic who just now started to get clean, and definitely your trainer was a consistent drinker. So you kind of surrounded yourself with these alcoholics who now you're slowly starting to weed them off.
I mean, I would say the influence has struck Rolly quite.
Yeah, you've seen enough of it.
The man also thinks that Irish coffee was how normal coffee tasted.
That's a good point.
Because that's what Rolly was taught. See, Rolly didn't have coffees in the morning because his farm didn't grow coffee beans.
No, gotta import that.
Yep.
I feel like coffee beans wouldn't grow correctly in a swamp.
I don't know. I don't know enough about coffee beans to be like, yeah.
No, yeah, you're
I mean,
right.
the humidity though.
Maybe.
No, it's too hot, like too hot.
Now I want to look.
Yeah.
Okay, do coffee beans grow in swamps?
Or like coffee and climates.
I think the biggest thing that happened, obviously, was fighting the Dao. It was fun to craft this multi-layered event for you guys because of the lava.
All I'm gonna say is this is gonna be an awkward conversation with Raimi, but you know, surprise.
Well,
I mean, she knows of like we brought up Queen Evergrey. We just didn't bring up the fact that she also imprisons genies too.
did we also tell you that we released this particular genie before? Yeah.
That's a conversation.
Yeah, fun.
I mean, I know she may not like it, but honestly, it's like, well, would you rather have her kept in the service of the queen, or like let go and not be in her service to do her bidding anymore? I mean, obviously something got a hold of her, but...
Hey, think of the best way to make this flowery.
Well, I mean, that's what we did. It was like, well, 1, she was going to kill us, so that was the other thing. 2, that was the secondary reason.
I'm just
But
really...
I mean, like, you know, on top of just the Dao, though, it's just the way that everything played out. Like, so, you know, we see the Dao, we see these giant hulking beasts. We never found that, what was that thing called?
No, it attacked us.
Oh, okay.
The
So
thing got killed in the hole? Yeah,
It got
that's
killed in
what
the
happened to
cave.
that.
Oh, okay, cool. Because, well, see, you know, Rolly was here dealing with so many things by himself. Yeah, that was awesome.
These beasts were fun to make. I had, obviously, the pterodile, which is basically a crocodile, mixed with just like terraforming, had this thing where it had a faster burrow speed than it did a walking speed because it's so lumbering and large. And what it would do is it had this tremor sense, and it would see where you were, and then almost like a shark, just jump up and grab you and pull you in.
I was gonna ask if Raimi had that.
Earth Genasi's don't have the ability to burrow.
No, I mean like tremor sense. Like, could she sense things in the ground?
They have a thing called they can cast like Pass Without a Trace for free. Yeah.
I was like, who is the Earth Genasi? It was you in our 1 year.
What did I played an Earth Genasi? Oh, I did play an Earth Genasi.
Because
Yeah.
he has a little gem as your blue hair.
Yeah.
I was like, who is an Earth Genasi? Somebody knows.
And yes, I was planning this for that an Earth Genasi was going to be a domain chosen for a while. So when Raimi come by, I was like, perfect. This is perfect time to introduce her. It's been a while. She's been doing her own thing for a bit. But exciting.
It's interesting that she's a monk.
Yeah.
She's an astral monk, no?
She is an astral monk.
But I just thought it was pretty sweet how it all kind of came about. Where like, Rolly's just trugging the cart along, and out of nowhere just spikes like, psh! Oh, okay, and now okay, it looks like we're doing this, guys. And I just see that lumbering giant from far away on the map, and it's like, okay, I feel like I need to deal with that thing first, and I'm the most equipped to do so. But the problem is, how am I gonna get up to it? And then you just brought him right to me. You just set it up.
It was so beautiful the way it went, because I was like, oh, at first I was like, oh, I didn't know you took, because we were talking about what evocations you were going to take for a level 2 Warlock, and I didn't know. I gave suggestions. I didn't know if you took them. You gave me some other ideas. You were like, I might do this and this, and I was like, okay. So I had zero idea what you were going to choose, and the moment you're like, I'm going to Scorpion his ass, and I was like, oh shit, you did that? So I was not planning it that you were going to be able to do that. I was just like, okay, he's going to get there lumbering. His next turn, he's going to jump down and start attacking. But you were like, no, I'm pulling that fucker down. And I like that. That was amazing. I tell my players here, really, if you want to do something crazy, if you want to do a spell or an ability or a check that doesn't really write it by the books, I'll work with you on it. So I think that's fun.
Like, for Invocation, because we hit level 12 and decided to take an extra level in Warlock, I ended up with Eldritch Invocations, and I really had 3 to look at, because everything else was either prerequisite, you require something else, or you require a level or something.
Yeah.
I basically had like 4 invocations. I basically had one where like I can add my charisma modifier. I had one where I can increase my range. I have another one where I can talk to animals, and then I had this one where I can scorpion things with my blast. Charisma's not really my thing, so probably adding charisma to the damage not really going to help much with a 0. I really wanted to take spear though, because that would help me not only in melee but also in ranged, and ranged is where Rolly suffers.
Yeah,
I don't have range.
It was one of the things where you were being captured by the mesopod, and you were like, I was like, you can't get to him. You have a 0 speed, and you're like, I don't need to move. And I was like, oh shit, that's right. I forgot about it. I keep forgetting about that. The creatures had like 30 something odd points, and you did like 2 points of damage. He had 5 total left over. So I was like, no, you can't. You didn't take it down.
Yeah, see, that's exactly why I didn't end up taking that invocation with the one that adds your charisma to like the damage, because 0.
You would have got a 1 minimum for taking the invocation, but that's about it.
Not enough.
It wouldn't be worth it. But no, I think taking, because I gave you that idea where I was like, it makes sense for you to grab people closer to you, because you're the tank. Stop going after my friends. Your job is with me. And it kind of fits well. You do though have to balance how many rages you have.
Yeah.
Because you have to stop raging, do the spell, bonus action rage again, but that's wasting more rages.
Well, I think I really just wanted to hit like at least, because I was okay. So basically, I'm kind of in the middle of, do I want to go any further with Warlock? Because I do get those pact features at level 3, but I actually want to focus more on the Barbarian skill tree, just because like I get some really cool stuff. Well,
I know that you've kind of got some good range tactics now, which actually fits you fairly well. It gives you a little more mobility and versatility. I want to move over to Savannah, who first attack, or first we've talked about it before that yes, you do have a cursed weapon, and we don't need to go into the full details of it, but when you do attack with a melee weapon, you do have to use that now. You have to.
I realized that.
I was thinking, I was like, doesn't she know I removed Rolly's curse? I could technically remove her.
Didn't we talk about it? I don't know if you could.
Worth a
Yeah.
try.
You've never
Well, I
brought
can't. I'm
You
not allowed to
haven't
talk
told
about it, so
me.
you guys don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But Amber knows. That's why I was like, you could try.
It's a difficult situation because we have, revealed that it is, but one of the curses, it's one of its descriptions is that you cannot divulge anything about it. So in game, it's kind of hard to hint that you have a cursed weapon when it says you can't talk about that you have a cursed weapon.
Point to Rolly and be like, the thing you used on the patches.
Something tells me it'll come up very soon. That's all. I only think I could say it. I'm like, something tells me it's going to come up soon.
How much HP did you guys have after that encounter?
I went from my maximum of 131 to a whopping 59.
Whoa!
From 111.
55, because the freaking lava took some meat off of me.
75 from 111.
Yeah, that huge thing, it hit, and it hit hard.
Well, I mean, you guys, it sounds like it didn't even bring you down halfway. I would imagine, though, that if Savannah didn't get that lucky roll, you would be fighting the Dao, which would probably be a lot worse. She is a full-fledged Dao with a bunch of genie-like abilities.
Nope.
Especially close range, being an Earth genie. So it would have been pretty hectic. The really funny thing, I'm going to admit this as a DM for also storytelling wise, she does have legendary resistance. So
You forgot?
No.
Oh.
I was holding on to them, but the moment you did banishment, I was like, I think it's more fun for you to banish this person and then them to just appear back. I feel story-wise, and it would have been the same way like a legendary resistance.
Yeah.
But story-wise, I sacrificed one of her turns for that because I was like, that's fucking awesome. You bring her out and she's just like, no, out of the ethereal plane. Like, no, it's not happening that way. Because they do have the power to plane shift.
Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about that. Vera was like, how the fuck do I get her out of my face?
It's like, we just need her gone.
By the way, I had 2 more levels of layer actions.
Oh,
So it started off with a simple flood, then it fell down the cliffs and started to expand. The last one was going to be, it can't go up the hill. Lava can't seep uphill, so it was going to stop where it was. It wasn't getting any further, but the trees and grass around you were going to catch fire. And then all of a sudden you're going to have a forest fire.
And to throw on top of that, when you initially had the whole thing set up, Rolly's first response was like, okay, are these spikes considered like structures? And you said yes. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna rush to them, break them down, and someone take the reins of the horse and let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
That was until you set up the beast for me, and I said I couldn't resist.
Hey, both were valid options. The Dao could keep up with you without taking actions with a horse and carriage. So you would have just had an angry
We would
Dao.
have had a line of fire.
Yeah, that's already trailing behind, you guys rushing to Revine, and then you may have gotten back up. Who knows would have happened, There's a lot of variety and a lot of things that could happen in that moment. Vera, making use, it's very funny, we don't see the Moscow mixture get used.
I mean, I roll for it, but I don't always use it.
Yeah, so it was funny to actually see it being used finally. Not to say that you have to use all the time.
It's gotten me out of a few things, yeah.
But it's nice to see its return.
I'm just laughing that I rolled swiftness. It actually came in hand, because normally it doesn't.
Yeah. You were able to meet with your family members, say goodbye. Uthiel is now away from the party. Mm-hmm. Who knows? There's a line for him now, so we'll see what happens to him. We're still waiting for Moscow. He's currently traveling.
Taking his sweet ass
We know
time.
that. He's taking his sweet ass time. He's gonna enjoy he's the type of person to enjoy those small moments of travel. Being a traveling carny man does that. But yeah, that was today's session. Is there anything else on your mind, guys, that was going through?
Other than I want an explanation from this crazy woman? No. But the stone that she was originally guarding was the green one, right?
Was the green one.
So she has another one now? Or another, like, type of one?
She does. You did
was also
perceive
green.
that the green, or at least Rolly can. You can always talk about this, but the gem itself, different shape and size.
Yeah, but it was also
So
like
it was
green.
not a soul gem. It was green, just like the one she was guarding. And I'll say that it was also one of those moments where Rolly saw it pulsating with energy, and that was almost like causing her pain and just sort of wiping her vision and eyes and just sort of like controlling her every second. So it definitely is built differently, same color.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to tell the party about what I perceived from the actual amulet or necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just
A little busy.
Yeah.
busy.
Well, that's why I asked if I could make it so I could see what it was doing, because if it wasn't broken, I was just gonna hit it. So it'd stop her on the gremlin.
Nope, Temple got it in the first try. God damn, man. Natural 20 on the first one.
That was wild. That was wild. I saw her face when she rolled, and then she had you have tells. You have tells.
Yeah.
I know.
Saw you hit that nat one. I'm like, okay, this was
Yeah,
bad.
that's why
Well,
I was
I
just
mean,
like, is that a one?
I was like, God.
So like her immediately coming out with, can I use lucky on this? Oh, okay, all right. Taking full advantage of lucky, I like that.
I still didn't think I was gonna hit it.
No,
And then when she's like, oh my god, come see
it's
this.
a 5% chance.
Like, no way.
Hey man, you rolled enough 20s on us. If you can do it.
I was rolling 20 like crazy. I don't know what's going on. Every other roll was a natural 20. I was like, oh shit. All right,
See,
sorry
that
guys.
was last week.
Yeah.
When we weren't fighting anything. We were all rolling freaking 20s.
Yeah. But yeah, that was episode 49, guys.
So we'll be on
Wild.
session 50.
Session 50 tomorrow. You get some answers,
Not
or at least you get
tomorrow.
to try
Next
to get some
week.
answers
Next
week. Heading into Revine and heading back to at least what it sounds like to be the Blake Manor, or at least behind the Blake Manor.
It's wild.
My God. I definitely enjoyed making this multi-layered, almost living map. So you can expect that happening more in the future, because that was fun to do. Instead of just standing around one person and just attack, it's like, shit, we gotta go. We can't stand here anymore.
I think we needed an oh fuck counter, because every time you kept adding lava, we were shit.
I kind of did show my hand.
Like, change the plans.
Yeah, because it was growing. Lava kept on going. But that'll be it for today. Thank you for joining us for this short rest. And we'll see you guys. This will probably be airing on Thursday, so we'll see you guys in a few days for episode 50.
In
Bye.
the meantime, roll my hit dice.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll see if you guys get to take a short rest and see what happens there. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.